finally zip tied the cooler. So we just screwed in the GPU. Okay, now for the moment of truth, we're gonna see if the computer turns on. So I took apart the PC and it turns out that the motherboard pins are bent. So it turns out that this motherboard is dead now since the CPU pins are bent. So what that means is we're gonna have to buy a brand new motherboard. So luckily I'll be meeting a guy in a few hours for a new motherboard, and he's also gonna be throwing in a few sticks of RAM. So we're gonna have 16 gigs of RAM and a new motherboard, all for 80 bucks. So now this build is kind of getting expensive, and make sure you guys learn from my mistake and don't put the CPU in roughly, because you might bend some pins and that's what's gonna happen. You guys are gonna have to spend more money and buy a new motherboard. So now this motherboard's fried and it's just gonna be paperweight. So we're back and we finally bought a new motherboard, and we got our 16 gigs of RAM and we got our IO shield right here. So we're gonna change that out, put this in, and see if everything turns on. So I just installed the CPU and water block onto the motherboard. I zip tied it once again, and now we're gonna put it into the case. Now we just put in the graphics card, pump, CPU, all that stuff, and now it's time to plug in all the power supply cables. Now we have everything plugged in, and we're gonna see if the PC boots. So first let's turn on the power switch back here. Okay, and then we're gonna press on the power button. Okay, everything's spinning. It looks like it's booting up. We got some system fans spinning. We got the keyboard lighting up, and hopefully something shows up on the monitor. We got the fan spinning. Hopefully something shows up. I'm gonna make sure the cable's plugged in. I think the HDMI was loose. The PC's on, but nothing's showing up on the screen. Why is nothing showing up? Okay, so actually the monitor wasn't on, so here we got it. The computer's booting up, we got everything together, and it works. Now it's time to set up Windows, and we'll be finished this build. So now let's clean up the cables, turn off the computer, and we'll set up Windows further. Here in the BIOS we have the CPU, i5-4440. We got all the cores, and we got the DIMMs, so we got 16 gigs of RAM total, and everything seems to be working. Now here's the finished PC. So we finished the cable management inside. You can't really see it because of this reflection, but it's all clean in there. Here's the front, got the power button. We removed the optical drive, so now it's clean. We just got some black thingies right here, and there it says Cooler Master, and the other side is just black. So that's the PC build, and now we're gonna set up Windows and install some games. Now we have the PC set up, and we're gonna fresh install Windows. Now it's time to install Windows 10. Now it's finally finished, and it's time to install Google Chrome, because who uses Microsoft Edge? Now everything is just installing, and now we're finished. Here are some benchmarks from some popular titles, so enjoy. I hope you guys enjoyed the series as much as I did. I had a bunch of fun building this PC, and hope you guys learned from my problems. And if you guys are new, make sure you guys smash that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and leave a like on the video. And let me know what you guys thought about this series down below, and any other ideas for any other PC series, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you guys for watching. Peace out.